me clearly. America is not a racist country.
Ladies and gentlemen, this story is about yet another police officer getting caught up with a bunch of racist text messages that he sent out more than 2 dozen times, and he finally got fired. What they need to do is go back and look at all of the incidents and encounters he had with black men and women and even children to see if those cases need to be overturned. When you have people, and unfortunately, there are too many in the police department just like this man. In America, they're fine with this, y'all. I'm going to show you a video that came out on ABC 7, and I'll be right back with the rest of my commentary.
Quick backlash from San Jose city officials after racist text messages emerged involving one of their now former officers. In a statement Friday, San Jose Police Chief Anthony Mata said his department's internal affairs unit was investigating Mark McNamara for another incident when they discovered the messages.
This is why we have a zero tolerance policy.
San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan says he was disgusted by around 24 text messages attributed to McNamara. The texts seemingly reference a 2022 incident in which the then officer McNamara shot football player Keon Green at San Jose's La Victoria Taqueria. Video showed Green had appeared to have broken up a fight inside the restaurant and was backing out of a door holding a gun he had confiscated from one of the perpetrators. In some of the texts, McNamara saying things like, quote, "I'm pretty sure the district attorney would have charged me if I used excessive force, but she didn't because I didn't use excessive force. I'll shoot you too." In others, McNamara describing African-American men and writing, quote, "They should all be bowing to me and bringing me gifts. Otherwise, he would have lived a life of poverty and crime." In another text message, McNamara writing that he hated black people.
It's how long does the canary have to keep telling you there's something wrong inside this function?
Reverend Jethro Moore II is the president of the NAACP of San Jose and Silicon Valley. He says while he applauds the police department for acting quickly, the incident is another blow to the relationship between SJPD and the African American community.
It's an ongoing problem in police departments across America. And San Jose Police Department is indicative of that.
Mayor Mahan says the city has been working hard to have mechanisms in place to identify and weed out problematic officers like McNamara.
The way that we build trust and rebuild the trust that, frankly, this individual has cost our city is by being completely transparent and taking the swiftest possible action we can.
Despite that, though, Mahan says he recognizes more work still needs to be done.
We are not going to tolerate racism. We're going to continue working hard every day to build a culture of the utmost respect and professionalism within our department.
Now, Green's lawyer has not publicly commented on these allegations. And remember, this isn't the first racist text message scandal to emerge here in the Bay Area. There were also similar instances in Antioch, San Francisco, and at the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office as well. In the newsroom, Tim Johns, ABC 7 News.
And each one very.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what cracks me up about this whole thing is I've heard on many occasions, the relationship between the black community and the police is going to be damaged by this or going to be hurt by this. What relationship? What relationship is going on between us and the police other than they're killing us? Is that the relationship you're referring to? That's one thing. We don't have to make stuff up. They always try to make it seem like we're making stuff up, we're lying. We don't have to make nothing up. You know why? Because y'all are the gift that keeps on giving. McNamara is far from the only cop in this country like this. In fact, the majority of them up and down this nation are like that. You got these kind of people all in the police department. What relationship is going to be damaged that hasn't been damaged for centuries now? Man, get out of here with that crap. For real. So, as you can see, this officer had over 24 racist text messages. And it's no telling how long this went on before They fired him. Now, they said he was on the police force in San Jose for 6 years. This is according to the police chief, Anthony Mata. And they said that the Department Internal Affairs Unit were investigating McNamara for another incident. So he must have had a couple of incidents. And what they need to do is go back and look at everything he did. Because when you walk out here talking about you hate Black people, you can't imagine how many he has done wrong and hide behind a badge to try to justify it. Because that's generally what cops like him do. They hide behind a badge. So, ladies and gentlemen, the mayor, Matt Mahan, he said that there were 2 dozen text messages and they were disgusting. You saw what he said in the video. And it seems like it went back a couple of years. And in the footage, he did shoot a football player, Con Green, and he was just breaking up a fight. You know how it is. That's exactly what happened to Eric Gardner. If y'all remember, he was breaking up a fight and he got choked out by Danny Pantaleo. You know, cops are not interested in finding things out. They're not. They show up on the scene ready to kill when they're dealing with us. They don't care what happened, how the incident started, who's at fault, who was involved. They just come guns a blazing. That's how they are. So, in some of the text messages, McNamara was saying things I'm pretty sure the district attorney would have charged me if I used excessive force. And you saw that was in the video. So, he claims he didn't use excessive force and said at the end, I'll shoot you too. He's talking to the district attorney. And others, he was describing Black men, they should be bowing down to me and bringing me gifts. No, no, that's not what they should be doing, McNamara. You know, one thing I can say, I never met one of you that's worthy of being a slave for. You ain't worth it for real. None of you are. So, anyway, and McNamara is definitely not worth it. So, in other writings, he was saying how, he was saying that he hated Black people. He just wrote it. You see it on the screen. That is his actual text message that you're looking at on the screen. He just came right out and wrote it. So, this is an ongoing problem in America. And America, even with a story like this, America is never going to fix this problem because to them, this is not a problem. It's not a problem they're concerned about fixing. And for centuries, they haven't fixed it and they won't now, y'all. But you know what this does prove? This proves that we indeed should get reparations. And we definitely, when you look at what Mark McNamara wrote in these text messages, that's why we need a crime bill. I don't know what you gave it to the Asians for. They weren't facing that many um, crimes. In fact, they get the fewest. No one gets more hate crimes up in here than the Black community. And we need to be protected from people like Mark McNamara and his ilk all over this country in police departments. So he's talking about rebuilding trust. The mayor, there was never no trust. Seriously, y'all need to stop saying that mess. There was never any trust. It might be a handful that trust the police, but trust me, that is a very small handful. Very small. So, they say the usual stuff. Oh, we don't tolerate it. Y'all, they tolerate racism in this country. That's why it's been going on for so long. But, they say the same things in these statements. And that's how you know the statements are disingenuous. That's how you know. When you keep mouthing the same words and then you see absolutely nothing change, it's really insulting that you keep saying it. It really is. You think these statements are making you look good. It's not. Actually, it's incriminating you even more. And it's just proving that you're all about lip service and you fall way short on action. So, y'all, he was fired. That was the worst that happened to him. It should be way more than that. When a cop comes out and puts his racism in text messages or even verbalize it on videos or on social media, there should be a probe. And this cop, because of the kind of job that he's doing, he should be indicted. But y'all, you're going to have to tell me what you think about this video. I'm just telling you, the investigation is no good if you're not going to go in his background and look at how he dealt with Black men, women, and children while he was on that job. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.